Second to set it up.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Now we have sound.
Hello, Janice. Hello, Linda and Pete. Hello, Diane. Hello, Mark. Hello, Bill. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Bill. Hello, Bill.
Oh, hi. So, those of you that may be wondering, no, I don't have my tooth yet. I went down to Mexico last week, and they sized me up for my two front crowns, and then I'm going back next week for to get those crowns on, and they'll get the preliminary work for that one crown that's missing, and they'll get that installed right around the 1st of June. So I got a few more weeks, but I think next week when I go, they'll actually put a temporary on there. They took my temporary with. I said, "Can I take that with me?" He said, "No, we have to keep it to match the color." So I said, "All right, then fine." When I went there the first time, I said, "I want to have a bunch of crowns put on," but you could save about 2/3, and it's all super high tech. And I said, "But don't make me look like Chuck Norris." Start out with, I hope the video is good. We are all plugged in and rolling, and we have our Nikon.
Hello, Drew.
We're using our Nikon camera, which I just have to remember to press a button on it at about 25 after, and we'll be set to go.
Well, we're glad to be with you on another Monday night. Hope your week went well. I'm going to share with you John Prine to get things started.
As the cafe was closing on a warm summer night, Kathy was cleaning the spoons. The radio played the hit parade. I hummed along with the tunes. She asked me to change the station, said the song just drove her insane. But it weren't just the music playing, it was me she was trying to blame. And the sky is black and still now, on the hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring? But it's far, far from me. One thing about this song I noticed is that every verse has the word closing in it. Well, I leaned on my left leg in the parking lot dirt. Kathy was closing the lights. June bug flew from the warmth he once knew. I wished for once I weren't right. We used to laugh together, and we danced to any old song. Well, you know, she still laughs with me, but she waits just a second too long. And the sky is black and still now, on the hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle just like a diamond ring? But it's far, far from me. Little percussion of the dog trying to dig a hole in the carpet down below. Well, I started the engine, and I gave it some gas. Kathy was closing her purse. We hadn't gone far in that beat-up old car. I was prepared for the worst. Will you still see me tomorrow?
No, I got too much to do.
Well, a question ain't really a question. If you know answer to. And the sky is black and still now, on the hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring? But it's far, far from me. All right, that's about the fastest we've gotten going on a show so far. Why don't you get some feedback there and see if everything's good
Yep,
now? And
it is.
everything's flowing.
Yep.
And I really like the Nikon camera. I just have to remember to reset it. Just during the other camera shot, I just have to press the button twice, and it's all back to normal
We could
again.
probably turn that heat off if you can reach over there. So, I'm sharing with you my my COVID outfit. I've been wearing this for a year now. I hope you like it. It's nice and warm, and it's cashmere, so you can't go wrong. I got
camera
it.
seems a little bright.
That one is. The other one's just fine. Yeah.
So we'll just make a quick adjustment to this one. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oops, wrong one. Okay. That's not the one I want to change. I'm going to go back to this one. But I'm going to go to this one.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
This is the one I want to change. See if I can do it before it switches. No, that's right. Oh, I too much brightness.
Well, hello, Tom and Wendy. Great to have you
welcome
back. We
back.
have missed you. Hello, Judy and Harry. Great to have you with us. And Heidi, good to see you. We're doing the next song. You requested this song tonight. We're doing this for you. And for some other people too, of course. But
That looks a little better.
all right.
Oh, yeah. All I want to do is love you. And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free.
You are the key to my diary. With you, all my secrets are safe. You are the pages giving me a place where I can reveal all of me.
All I want to do is love you. And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free. You are my final destination. The reason I walk down this narrow road. I see the signs telling me you're mine. You make it easy knowing which way to go. And all I want to do is love you. And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free.
You are the flowers in my garden. I tend to you each day. You take it in, the sun, the wind, and the rain, and you don't hold back. That's love.
And all I want to do is love you. And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free. All right. Let's just go right into let's go right into tuning. was 9, I got a pony. I brushed and rode him every day. But in my teens I got distracted. I knew my dad would haul the hay. I was gone when Daddy sold him, hanging downtown every day. Another kid would feed and ride him. What we don't love will surely slip away. I used to dream that I was weightless. I'd just push off and take to flight. But that was all before the hurting wrapped its weight around my night. Now my feet are firmly planted. The sailing ship stays anchored in the bay. Slip away. Memories will fade and slip away. I see the picture froze. It's probably because this dumb pop-up came up. Hopefully we can get it back now.
I think the sound is still going though.
Yeah, I'll just do that. We'll hope see if it just comes back on its own. We'll finish the song. I always thought that I could fix it, but there it shattered on the floor. Its shape is gone, I don't remember what part goes where now anymore. Everyone thought ours was lovely. Still have sound. And around so long it's bound to stay. We both knew its days were numbered. We lost our grip and let it slip away. Slip away. We lost our grip, let it slip away. Slip away. Everybody just close your eyes now. We lost our grip, let it slip away. I used to dream that I was weightless. I just push off and take to So what happened there was another program came up and from Dell saying that it wanted to connect the computer to my phone, and that just interrupted the whole show as far as video goes. So I'm going to go over to my Bluetooth real quick here and turn that off so we don't have remove open settings and turn the Bluetooth off because we don't want Bluetooth on. And then we're going to try to deactivate and reactivate these cameras to see if we can get ourselves back in business again. So we'll see if we can get this figured out. about these cameras, you have to reset the color every time they go off. It doesn't save them. So we'll just fix this real quick here. I know how to do it now. In seconds. This one goes like that. Apply. And now that one's done. And I'm going to check this one real quick. That one tends to remember the settings better. Whoop. Well, this would be the few minutes we normally have at the beginning of the show where we're getting all screwed up. And now we'll go here to this one. And for some reason that one is not doing
Hello, Matthew from Abiquiu. Such a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. If you
There we are.
have not been to Abiquiu, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, we got everything back now.
All right.
Yep. Okay. So we're going to go back to, I'm just going to go back to this camera real quick just for a second.
Hi, Bob and Cheryl. Great to have you with us.
Reset our timer here. All right.
All right.
And now if I go here, we're back on track.
Way to go, Bill.
I'm getting good at all these settings.
It's a lot to make this happen. And
What do we got next?
we have a song called Walking Down My Street.
Oh, that's your song. It's about walking down your street.
Yeah. You want to play it with me?
Yeah, I'll play
All
it with
right.
you. Let me just check my tuning real quick.
Thank you for your patience. Yep.
Everybody happy?
Yep.
How many people we got? What's the black number on top?
207.
Oh, yeah. 27.
We love having all of you with us on Monday nights. It's really nice for me because I get home from a job and it's nice to play music and be with friends. And so I hope you know you're helping me. Good to be together.
Everybody,
All right.
it's the least they could do, and that's why they did it.
Right. All right.
Well, if you're, and if you're like,
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, I'll have to work on that one. If you're like me, and I know I am, I like to relax in the evenings after the show. And so anyway, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
As I'm walking down my street, I can hardly believe this life, this love right here for me right now. Hawks kettle in the sky, getting ready to fly down south before the first snow flies. Is this real or is this just a good dream? Walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street, sun shines on the bright white snow. The ice is getting thin on the edges of the sidewalk as it crunches under my boots. Apples cling to a barren tree, dark red against the blue sky. I'm smiling, I'm crying, and I'm alive. Is this real or is this just a good dream? Walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street.
this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street.
Thinking of you, my friend, you're gone, but you're here with me.
Walking down my street. Walking down my street. Walking down my street. Did I bring the lyrics down for Earth and Sky?
I can go grab them.
Do you know where they are?
Why don't you do Gethsemane while I go upstairs and grab those?
Yeah.
Because I don't sing on Gethsemane, so.
I wonder where they are.
I know where they are.
Oh, the new ones?
Yep.
Okay, good. I did print out 2 copies. All right, so I'm going to do that new song, Gethsemane. And I'll probably be doing it every week for a while until I get it kind of nailed down. I think I'll do it in the key of A. You don't mind, do you? That's a Canadian key. They always say G is the people's key. Those are the 3 chords that people normally learn when they're learning guitar: G, C, and D. And then, but the Canadian key is A. Right, Bob? All right. From the rancid alley, beneath the heavenly choir, to a friend's denial, beside a courtyard fire. Could he hear the marching, knowing it would come to this? All the pain and glory brought with a single kiss. The morning star is rising, it's hanging in the tree. It's a long hard road that leads you on to Gethsemane. The fox's den protects them. The eagle builds its nest. But there's no sanctuary where you can find his rest. He was born a poor man, had no golden ring. Twisted thorns would crown him to be the poor man's king. The morning star is rising, it's hanging in the tree. It's a long hard road that led you on from Gethsemane. All the roads you've traveled, all the friends you've lost, the times you cried for someone to help you bear your cross, how you've tripped and stumbled on your pilgrim feet. But the bitterer the bitter, the sweeter is the sweet. shining down to light your path to Yosemite, shining down to light your path to Yosemite. Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. So I wrote a third verse. Oh, I got to fix this camera right now while I'm at it. It's got the wrong color and stuff on it. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go to camera control. And,
Hello, Corrine. Great to have you with us. Hello, Mother. Hello, Sue Ellen and family.
contrast or something.
And Dad and Barbara, if you're here with us tonight, we're very happy to have you along. We hope you found us.
All right. And back to that camera. And we're good for another 10, 15 minutes.
And how exactly are we singing that last one?
Let's just try to do it in unison. It's the
Okay.
same melody as the
Okay.
both verses. So
Okay.
it's. I wrote a third verse and we've never sung it together. So we're gonna have you maybe even want to hold it up during that time.
Oh, you can't see it?
Oh, I know how. I think I can see good enough. Yeah, that's good right there.
Should I hold it like
Actually, if you want, just turn the stand around that way just a little bit so this light shines on it more. There you go, right there.
that? All right.
Good job. Kate's got to get up early tomorrow for a business meeting in Minneapolis. So we're going to do this in G,
Lower,
right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
So this is Earth and Sky. And we're going to start with the verses now instead of the chorus.
Okay.
My love lies beneath me. She is the earth. She brings forth abundance of staggering worth. There's gold in her bosom and beauty and mirth. My love lies beneath me. She is the earth. Go ahead and do your verse.
My love hovers over me. He is the sky. His face ever changing with flashes of light. In the peach tint of morning and the blackness of night. My love hovers over me. He is the sky.
Run, run, lover, flee to this place. There will be joy when you finish the race. Run, run, lover, come through the door with me forevermore. Our love fills the regions between earth and sky with magical music, migrations in flight. In the thunderous silence and the sweet silent cry, our love fills regions between earth and sky. Run, run, lover, flee to this place. There will be joy when you finish the place. Run, run, lover, come through the door with me forevermore. Little chorus again. Run, run, lover, flee to this place. There will be joy when you finish the race. Run, run, lover, come through the door with me forevermore. Tag. With me forevermore. it's coming. It's coming along.
Right.
That was just finished yesterday, so we'll see. We haven't practiced it. Been too busy getting tired.
All right. So we had a request tonight for floodwaters.
Oh yeah, Janice requested this.
So Janice, this is for you. And yeah.
We were, I haven't been a long time since I've told this story, so I think I'll tell it now. We were driving through St. Cloud, coming up on 23 through St. Cloud, and that's Minnesota highway that goes right up to the middle of the town. And we were going to the St. Cloud Convention Center, which is right on the banks of the Mississippi River. And Kate was going there to do a wine tasting for the job she used to have. And I was driving, and I was dressed up. I was going to help her serve at the wine tasting. And it was a fundraiser for the United Way. And and she was saying, well, don't go down by the bridge, tell me how to get there. And I just said, stay up high on the ridge. And it was like, oh. So we wrote that chorus probably pretty quickly. And we started doing it at shows with our bass player, Les, our wonderful former bass player. And we used to just do the chorus. And then we'd go from there, the chorus of Floodwaters, and go right in and do a Rainbow Weather right afterwards. Mm-hmm. But now, when we were putting out the album in 2011, Kate kept saying, finish this song. And so we got it done in time. And it was nice to have a little deadline there on that one. So here's Floodwaters.
And if Gloria, if you're watching, this is for you too.
1, 2.
Song you used to sing before you lost everything. Don't let those floodwaters take your song away. You've been torn from your home on the high ground all alone, watching as the waters rise, as the tears fall from your eyes. Don't go down by the bridge. Stay up high on the ridge. Don't let those floodwaters carry you away.
Camera for the guitar.
There's a song you used to sing before you lost everything. Don't let those floodwaters take your song away. Memories you kept in frames, things you thought would never change. Morning what was never said, now it's washed along the riverbed. Don't go down by the bridge. Stay up high on the ridge. Don't let those floodwaters carry you away. There's a song you used to sing before you lost everything. Don't let those floodwaters take your song away. There's a song you used to sing, sweet Redeemer rescuing. Lift your head and sing it now. The sun is breaking through the clouds. Don't go down by the bridge. Stay up high on the ridge. Don't let those floodwaters carry you away. There's a song you used to sing before you lost everything. Don't let those floodwaters take your song away. Don't let those floodwaters take your song away.
All right, so why don't you introduce this song real quick? I want to make an adjustment on the camera again, because that one is just like, it's like glaring. I don't know why. That's this one right here. Yeah, it's got this glare on it. Let's see if I can find out why it's doing that.
All right. Well, you're welcome for that song. We appreciate the suggestion, and we love doing that for you as well. So we're going to share with you a song called Ain't It Funny? This song started when Bill and I had just met, and he invited me to his apartment to sing some songs, and
That was a good career move.
And I had a book, of course, of songs I had that I had where I was living. I would just take that out whenever I felt like playing and singing, and I had a lot of cover songs and some originals, and I had a Neil Young song in there called The Losing End. And so when I was at Bill's apartment, that was the song that I took out of my song list, and we sang that together. And then soon after that, I started writing this song called Ain't It Funny? And it was from that moment that we first sang together. So
I probably just have to reset that camera. Look how glary, how weird it is.
Can you reset it then?
I can just disconnect it.
Sure.
Take me a second. We don't need to have that one on here. Let me see where it's plugged in. Well, let's just, right here. Oh, it's this one right here. So I unplugged it. Plugging it back in.
Oh, I thought you were going to get rid of it.
Well, I have to go up here to get rid of it.
Okay.
And scene switcher. And right over here, I go and say that I want to get rid of. I don't want the main camera anymore. So I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to have a guitar icon switch to the guitar. And we'll just say done. Yep, that makes sense. All right. Making these changes on the fly. That one's working. That one's working. All right. That one will just show. We want to get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we'll just leave that one in the middle here.
You can just get rid of that one if you want to. So you can see the guitars.
Yeah, I may as well.
Mm-hmm.
I usually have that as a close-up on the guitar because my guitar playing friends that have written say, could you give us some close-up shots on the guitar so we can learn some of those songs a little better, but it's still just a part-time thing. So never mind all that, and we're just going to go back to our main camera now. And I'm going to reset it real quick. So I have to go to this one. Whoops, just for this for a second. Press this button twice and we'll be all set to go again. Oh. Battery's low. I'm going to change that real quick.
Well, why don't I do Gabe while you're doing
Time
that?
to do Gabe?
Yeah.
All right.
This song is in the set list tonight, so I'll just do this now while Bill's working on that.
Okay, so I'm going to be turning off this camera though. So I'm going to give you this camera. I just go like that. I have to just replace the battery on this one.
So when I was working in the Fitkers building in Duluth, I was working with my friend named Gabrielle, and she was dealing with her mother passing away. And when that did happen, I went to the funeral with my friend Gabe, and it was a beautiful celebration of life. And I wrote this for Gabe after I had sent her an email and asked her to send me an email of her time growing up with her mom, Gretchen Lou. And so this is for my friend Gabrielle, and it is called Gabes Song. Gabrielle was just a babe. Her mama tucked her in her coat, buttons fastened round them both.
little smile she peeked out from the top of her mama's coat. A memory set in black and white, the edges yellowed over time. Now it's placed inside a box. This memory will outlive that day. Gabe dressed in black. They had a big house in the country, 2 goats and pigs and chickens, rabbits and a pony, dogs, Gabe's own horse, a dapple gray Arabian she named Marafa. Come summertime, Gabe and her mama, they work the gardens, pick the berries just in time to do the canning and the storing for the winter months ahead. When her mama's days were few, Gabe looked back, remembering every birthday cake her mama baked from scratch. Each year the decorations different from the last. Her mama moved through her final days with a sway to a song that only she could hear. She had a little smile with a kind of grace you could hold like a china cup. And on that Christmas Eve, Gabe stayed by her mama's side. Her mama heard all of her fears and dreams. Standing by her mama's grave, the snow falls gently on her face. A tiny bird that she once saved, I see you tucked inside that coat, a little smile upon your face.
All right.
Love that.
Thank you.
So as Kate was mentioning, I came over to her place and we sang that Neil Young song, "Lose an End," and then you started writing this song. Mm-hmm. That was right when I messed up the cameras. All right, so let's go ahead and do this.
Standing in front of me with your guitar, the song comes naturally, and each note brings back a song I used to know long ago.
Ain't it funny how life goes? Stick with thorns, but can you find the rose? I found mine growing down a rough and rocky road. Ain't it funny how life goes? In your eyes, I read each dancing note of that wondrous song the child inside you wrote. And every verse brings a mystery from long ago. I want to know, ain't it funny how life goes? All right. I sure do like that camera, but I wish I didn't have all these other little technical issues that I have to deal with. The stuff you
one
have to
works
keep
just fine.
remembering all the time. Like I didn't know that Dell was going to pop up on through
No,
Bluetooth and say you want to connect to your phone.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. All right. So I bet you all want to hear hobos, and I bet you want to sing along.
All right.
So we're going to do that next.
So we've been booking shows for this summer. We've got a show in Graston at a winery on the 14th of August, and we've got one in Longville, Minnesota at the park for the 15th. That'll be a full band show, 15th of August. We got one in Pine City in June, the 19th, Friday night, with the trio, with Sarah on bass. And we'll see about Derek. We'll have to check on, see if he's available. And then our website is almost up to date. I had to put the Longville show on there. We just got the contract for that today. And then we're going to be doing, we assume that we're going to be doing a bunch of outdoor restaurant shows in Duluth, one a week at the max. Well, maybe some weeks will be two because of Ursa Minor's once a month. We are going to be back at Sir Ben's. They told us that, but not until they can have music because they're too small to have music and still fit the rules of being 12 feet apart, 12 feet away from the musicians. We can just face the wall, right? Just sing at the wall. Nobody's looking at us anyway. Or we could just do a stream and on the big screen TV there. Hello, everybody in Sir Ben's. This Saturday, we're doing a special show, streaming show at 7 o'clock for the Black Hawk Folk Society. And that's a public show, of course, but the Black Hawk has hired us to do a streaming show for their membership. It's one of our favorite venues, and it's in Watoma, actually it's Mount Morris, Wisconsin. And it was the first official gig I ever got when I was going back to music again. I did a lot of coffee house stuff like that, open mics, and put on my own shows. But to get invited by somebody who just heard me to do a series was a big thing for me. And Kate was actually, through a fluke, was able to come along with me and just sang a couple songs with me during the show. It was this same weekend, 18 years ago. So that's kind of extra special as well. So we're going to do Hobos in the Roundhouse, which was not written yet at that time. I wrote it that fall. Let's just check that real quick. Yep. There's our problem. From 7 to 7 every night of the week, fixing trains in the roundhouse, I work on my feet. And I told my children, I hope the bed bugs don't bite. And I got hobos sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. From Akron and Hinckley, Prairie du Chien, they are soldiers and lawyers. I believe what they're saying. And I'll rouse them at 4 and they'll head down the line. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows in your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, they hired a new man work as a guard. Every morning at sunrise, he checks out the yard. But for now I won't trust him, though he seems pretty nice. 'Cause I got hobos sleeping in the roundhouse Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows, in your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, I asked my Savior, what should I do? If I'm caught helping hobos, my job could be through. And I heard the answer so clear and so bright. Are my hobos sleeping in your roundhouse tonight? Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows, in your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, boys. Hey, can I see that teacup? It's just a teacup, right? But it's actually, that's just taped in the inside. She's got a big jug of wine there.
That's not true. It's actually echinacea tea.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
All right, so we're going to do, we did Ain't It Funny?
We had a request for this, I think, last week.
Yeah, True and You.
Yeah, so can't remember who requested this, but we'll be happy to sing it for you.
Hoping to have another new song, a really actually completely new song within the next few weeks. I'm going to focus on that and see what I can get done. Got the ideas, the concept is starting to come to me. That's the important part. And I wrote for this for Kate right after we met, after we started going together seriously, before I started telling jokes. I wonder how I ever lived that way. Darkness and pain, confusion and shame.
I held out hope there'd come a brighter day, and it dawned when you turned my way.
I almost stopped dreaming, 'cause the fools always seeming to smile. Then the bottom falls through. They say dreams like mine are too good to be true. But I found they were true in you. With each new day I see another view. The way that you walk and laugh when you talk.
I love the sweet and crazy things you do. I guess I love all that is you.
I almost stopped dreaming, 'cause the fools always seeming to smile. Then the bottom falls They say dreams like mine are too good to be true. But I found they were true in you. Some people waste their lives away, wondering what might have been. They go around taking care of all the bare necessities. Well, my life was kind of like that too, until the day that you came in. In your light I saw new possibilities. I wonder how I ever lived that way. The darkness and pain, confusion and shame.
I held out hope there'd come a brighter day, and it dawned when you turned my way.
I almost stopped dreaming, 'cause the fools always seeming to smile. Then the bottom falls through. They say dreams like mine are too good to be true. But I found they were true in you. They say dreams like mine are too good to be true. But I found they were true in you.
All right.
True in you.
Yep, Bob and Cheryl requested that.
Well, we're getting
Glad
down
you
to
like
the
that.
end of the show here. We're going to do 2 songs, and this next one will be our last one. And this is a song we don't have out on any records yet, but we've been doing it for a couple of years. I think I just figured out I wrote it 7 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
It was the last song I wrote.
It feels like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And it's called the Clacka Clacka Tracks. Well, so since this is a closing and you have to go the whole encore
Yeah.
thing and the setting ovation and more Kate, and the little stars and hearts,
Oh, yeah.
hearts and thumbs upses.
And I wanted to tell you, you're way too kind at this point. So I thank you very much for all your hearts and your.
Yeah. And we thank you for your donations. There's a donation link at the top, of course. You guys have been wonderful about that, and it just helps everything balance out for us. And so this is the new normal, and we don't have any plans on stopping our Monday night shows. We'll schedule only ahead, like a month at a time on Facebook, but we don't have any plans of stopping. Hear the clack chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack tracks, clack tracks. It's the background music of my life days. There's the whistles crying through the haze. It's the drowsy rhythm of my nights, with the factory sounds of locomotive lights. I hear the clack chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack tracks, clack tracks. From my window seat I look across the tracks to the salmon-colored factory in the back. Cars all loaded high with iron ore. Where are they going? Rolling down to Lake Superior shore. I hear the clack-a-chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks. Well, my window's frosted half the year, but what I cannot see I always hear at dusk and dawn, midnight and noon. The rails calling out their clack-a-clack-a tunes. I hear the clack-a-chatter of the tracks as the cars are swaying back and forth and back. Steam is blowing billows from the stack of the train chugging down the clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks, clack-a-clack-a tracks.
I like that song a lot.
Broke a nail right near the end of that.
All right. So thank you again for being with us on a Monday night. Hope your week coming up goes well. Hope the weather is what you would like. Whether that's dark and gray and rainy or sunny and beautiful.
I had a busy week. You've been working like crazy, but I put our dock in yesterday,
Yes, you
or on
did.
Saturday when it was 82 degrees.
That's a lot of work.
Yep, and I finished reading the Brothers Karamazov, Dostoevsky, and then I read Babette's Feast, Babette's Feast is only 50 pages long, so that was a pretty quick read. And I love that movie so much, and then I saw the book on our bookshelf. I thought, I've never read the book. I should read it. The movie was very true to the book. It was it's a wonderful, wonderful book. Isaac Dennison, who's the pen name of Helen Blixen from Denmark. So I think we are good for camera timing here, so we're going to go ahead and finish up the show right now.
You've been a friend of mine for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and seen me cry. Called me to say hi.
The world is such a crazy place, full of joy and pain. What would I do without you? Here to keep me sane.
I've seen revolving doors. I've been a stepping stone. I don't know what I did wrong. Why they left me alone.
When everybody lets me down, you lift me up again. What would I do without you? My old faithful friend. You've been a friend of mine for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and seen me cry. Call me to say hi. What would I do without you?
Thank you, friends.
Thank you. Hey, I was going to tell you something funny about Violet. Mike Birkland was here Saturday morning recording his vocals for his album. And Violet came down and curled up by his feet while he was recording in the other room. It was
Cute.
pretty cool.
That's neat.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.